Listen to me carefully. They thought they could break you. They thought you'd stay down. But right now, right this second, the universe is sharpening its blade for them. Karma is coming, and it's coming hard. You've been betrayed. You've been doubted. You've been laughed at. But here's the truth they never saw coming. You're still standing. And that's their nightmare. Because every lie they told, every shot they took, every time they tried to bury you, it's all about to boomerang back into their faces. Listen, close. This isn't about revenge. This is about justice. The universe doesn't forget. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't lose. And right now, it's loading up every single pain they ever gave you and preparing to deliver it back to them tenfold. You think they got away with it? Wrong. Karma's ledger is balanced. Every tear you cried, every sleepless night, every moment you questioned your worth, it's all being recorded. And the collection day is here. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to chase them down. The universe handles its own. Your only job? Stay ready. Watch it unfold. Because when their empire starts crumbling, and it will, you'll see the truth. The same hands they used to hurt you will be the ones clutching their own throats. They mocked your silence? They'll choke on it. They used your kindness? They'll starve without it. They thrived on your pain? They'll drown in theirs. This isn't a wish. This isn't hope. This is law. What goes around comes around, and their turn, it's next. So stand tall, not because you're waiting for their downfall, but because you're already winning. Every step you take forward is another nail in their coffin. Every smile you reclaim is another crack in their armor. Every time you choose you, their grip on your past loosens. They wanted you weak? Too bad. You're unbreakable. They wanted you quiet? Joke's on them. Your silence is thunder. They wanted you gone? Surprise, you're the ghost that haunts them now. The tables turn, the tide shifts, and when it does, you won't even have to say a word. The universe will speak for you in lost opportunities, in failed plans, in empty rooms where their fake friends used to be. So let them run, let them hide, let them pretend they're untouchable, because the higher they climbed on your back, the harder they'll fall. And when it hits, oh, you'll know, you'll feel it in your bones, the same way you felt every blow they dealt, except this time, it won't be your pain, it'll be theirs. And the sweetest part? You won't even have to watch, because by then, you'll be too busy living, too busy winning, too busy being everything they swore you'd never be. So keep moving, keep growing, keep letting go. The universe has your back, and it's got their neck. Game over for them. Game on for you. Now go, and don't look back. You are not weak. You are not broken. And you sure as hell are not a victim. They came after you. They betrayed you. They humiliated you. They tried to break you. But they failed. And now, their time is coming. The universe never forgets. It may be slow, but it is precise. And when it moves, it crushes everything in its path. Your enemies thought they got away with it. They laughed behind your back. They walked away as if they were untouchable. But what they don't realize is this. The seeds of their downfall were planted the moment they wronged you. Every action has a consequence. Every betrayal has a price. Every lie, every deception, every attempt to destroy you will come back to them 1,000 times over. They just don't see it yet. But you? You don't need to wait around for their karma. You don't need to sit back, hoping for the universe to deliver their punishment. Because your focus is not on them. Your focus is on you. You are not here to watch their downfall. You are here to build your empire, to rise above the ashes they tried to leave you in, to become so powerful, so untouchable, that their karma will feel like a whisper compared to the storm you become. Your pain, it fuels you. Your anger, it sharpens you. Your betrayal, it forges you into something stronger than they ever imagined. And when they see it, when they see what you've become, that will be their real punishment. Because nothing hurts your enemies more than watching you win. They wanted you broken. They wanted you to stay down. They wanted you to beg for mercy. But you didn't. You took that pain and turned it into power. You turned their backstabbing into a lesson. You turned their rejection into redirection. And now, you are rising. While they are out there, living their same miserable lives, pretending they've won, you are building, brick by brick, step by step. You are getting stronger. You are getting smarter. You are becoming a force that cannot be stopped. And when they look back, when they realize that the person they tried to destroy is now the one standing above them, that is karma. That is justice. So don't waste another second thinking about them. Don't give them the satisfaction of your attention, because while they are waiting for you to fail, you are out here making history. They thought they were your end, but they were just your beginning. Now go, prove them wrong. This is your time. No more sitting around wondering when karma will strike. No more hoping the universe delivers justice. Because let me tell you something, the universe already started moving. They don't even see it coming. Right now, while they think they got away with it, while they laugh, while they celebrate your supposed downfall, the walls around them are starting to crack. The damage they caused, it's coming back to them. The pain they inflicted, it's circling back like a storm ready to tear them apart. And the best part, you don't even need to lift a finger. See, that's the mistake weak people make. They think they can destroy someone and walk away untouched. They think they can manipulate, betray, and stab people in the back with no consequences. But life doesn't work that way. Every action is recorded. Every betrayal leaves a scar, not just on the victim, but on the perpetrator. And those scars, they rot from the inside. They grow, they spread, and eventually they consume the ones who caused them. They thought they were playing a game, but they didn't realize they set themselves up to lose. And you're not even in the game anymore. You've leveled up. You're out here building, transforming, becoming the kind of person they never expected you to be. And that is what scares them the most. Because when they betrayed you, they expected you to fall. They expected you to break. But instead, you became something they can never touch again. While they are busy watching, stalking, and obsessing over you, you are moving in silence. You are sharpening your skills, refining your mindset, and becoming an unstoppable force. And when karma finally hits them, you won't even care, because you'll be too far ahead. You won't have time to watch them suffer. You'll be too busy living the life they never wanted you to have. And trust me, that is the deepest wound they will ever feel. Because nothing haunts a betrayer more than watching their victim thrive. Nothing eats at their soul more than knowing they tried to destroy you and failed. And that's exactly why you must keep pushing forward. You have something they will never have: resilience. They needed to lie, to cheat, and to manipulate just to feel powerful. But your power is real. It comes from the fire you walked through, the pain you endured, the nights you cried yourself to sleep, but still woke up the next day, ready to fight. That's something they will never understand. Because deep down, they are cowards. They attack from the shadows. They whisper behind your back. They act tough when they think you're weak. But when you rise, when you look them dead in the eye with nothing but strength, they fold. They crumble under the weight of their own guilt. And that is the justice you get. Not revenge, not retaliation, but power. The power of knowing you made it. The power of knowing nothing can break you. The power of standing at the top while they drown in the consequences of their own actions. That's what's coming. For you, success, freedom, strength. For them, regret, fear, downfall. But you don't have time to wait for it. Your mission is bigger than them. Your destiny is greater than their betrayal. So let them watch, let them wonder, let them sit in the silence of their own guilt while you go out and conquer everything they tried to take from you. Because this is your story. And they're just the footnotes in the first chapter. But you are the author. So write your victory, live your success, and never, ever let them think they had the power to define your fate. Because you are unbreakable. Now go. Show them what true power looks like. They thought they could play you. They thought you wouldn't notice. They thought you'd forget. But you noticed. You remember. And now, they're about to. Every whisper behind your back recorded. Every fake smile they flashed, documented. Every time they tried to make you feel small, archived. The universe doesn't delete. It doesn't misplace files. It doesn't lose track. It remembers everything. And right now, it's rewinding their tape. You ever watch karma work? It's not dramatic. It's not loud. It's deadly silent. It moves like a shadow, strikes like a snake, leaves no fingerprints. One day, they're laughing at you. The next, their laughter echoes in an empty room. One day, they're surrounded by clout chasers and yes-men. The next, their phone stops ringing. One day, they're untouchable. The next, they're unloved. That's how karma collects, not with fire, not with lightning, with irony. The very thing they used to hurt you, it becomes their curse. The liar, no one believes them anymore. The manipulator, they can't trust their own reflection. The backstabber, they sleep with one eye open. That's the beauty of it. They don't just pay, they replay. Every dirty move, every sleepless night they gave you, every moment they made you question your worth. Now it's their turn. And you don't lift a finger. You don't seek revenge. You just keep winning. Because here's the secret they'll never understand. The higher you rise, the deeper their fall. Every level you climb, it's another grave they dug for themselves. So let them talk. Let them plot. Let them scheme. Their time is coming. And when it does, you won't even care. Because you'll be too busy, too focused, too alive. Their downfall won't be your victory. Your victory will be your freedom. And freedom, it doesn't look back. You're sitting there, blood boiling, fists clenched, thinking about everyone who's ever crossed you, betrayed you, or stomped on your soul. You've been hurt. You've been scarred. You've been left in the dirt wondering why. The universe keeps throwing punches your way. But listen up, because this is the moment everything shifts. Your enemies, the ones who laughed at your pain, the ones who thought they could bury you and walk away clean, they're about to get hit with the kind of karma that doesn't just sting, it shatters. This isn't some soft, fluffy payback. This is raw, unfiltered justice. You've been through hell. I see it in your eyes. That flicker of rage mixed with exhaustion. You've carried the weight of their lies, their games, their cheap shots. Maybe it was a friend who stabbed you in the back. Maybe it was a lover who tore your heart out and danced on the pieces. Maybe it was a boss, a coworker, a stranger who thought they could crush you and keep climbing. Whoever they are, they didn't just hurt you, they underestimated you. That's their first mistake. They thought you'd stay down, that you'd break, that you'd fade into the shadows and let them win. But you're still here. You're still breathing. And that's the spark that's about to ignite their downfall. Karma isn't a fairy tale. It's not some gentle breeze that whispers apologies. It's a storm. It's a relentless, roaring force that hunts down the wicked and makes them pay. And right now, that storm is brewing for the ones who wronged you. You don't need to lift a finger. You don't need to plot or scheme or scream into the void. The universe has already clocked their moves, and it's loading the cannon. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, every time you bit your tongue instead of swinging back, it's all been tallied up. The scales are tipping, and they're not tipping in their favor. Think about it. Picture them right now. They're out there smug, thinking they got away with it. They're sipping their coffee, scrolling their feeds, laughing with their little circles, completely oblivious to the freight train headed their way. That's the beauty of it. They don't see it coming. They don't feel the ground trembling yet. But you do. You feel it. Deep in your gut, you know something's shifting. That's your warrior instinct kicking in, telling you the tide's about to turn. And when it does, it's not going to be pretty for them. Let's talk about what they did. They didn't just hurt you, they tried to break you. They wanted to see you crumble, to watch your spirit crack under the pressure. Maybe they spread lies about you, twisted the truth to make you look small. Maybe they took credit for your grind, stole your shine, or kicked you when you were already down. Whatever it was, they thought they'd win by dimming your light. But here's the truth they can't swallow. Your light doesn't die. It flickers, it fights, it burns hotter every time they try to snuff it out. And now, that fire's about to catch them. You're not weak for feeling the pain. You're not soft for holding on to the anger. That's fuel, that's power. Every scar they left on you is a weapon now, a reminder of what you've survived. They thought they were carving you up, but they were forging you into something stronger, something unstoppable. You're not the victim here. You're the warrior. And warriors don't just take hits, they rise. They roar. They reclaim what's theirs. And what's yours is coming back tenfold, while they're left choking on the ashes of their own arrogance. Karma's got a way of finding the cracks. It slips into their lives like a shadow, quiet at first, then deafening. Maybe it starts small, a missed opportunity, a whispered rumor turning heads their way, a slip-up they can't explain, but it builds. It always builds. The lies they told start unraveling. The masks they wore start slipping. People start seeing them for what they really are. And the higher they climbed on your pain, the harder they're gonna fall. You don't need to push them. Gravity's already got that covered. Picture this. That person who smirked while you struggled, they're about to taste regret. Not the kind that fades with a good night's sleep, but the kind that gnaws at their bones. They'll wake up one day and realize the empire they built on your back is crumbling. The friends they bragged to, gone. The confidence they strutted around with, shattered. The life they thought they'd secured, a house of cards in a hurricane. And you'll be standing tall, watching it all unfold, knowing you didn't have to throw a single punch to win. This isn't about revenge. Revenge is petty. Revenge is you stooping to their level, getting your hands dirty in their filth. This is bigger. This is justice. This is the universe stepping in to right the wrongs, to balance the scales they tipped with their greed and cruelty. You're not the judge, you're not the executioner, but damn, you get to be the witness. And there's nothing sweeter than watching the guilty squirm when the truth catches up. Let's rewind for a second. Think about the moment they hurt you. That sting, that betrayal, that gut punch. It felt like the end, didn't it? Like they'd taken everything. But they didn't. They couldn't. Because what they didn't see, what they'll never see, is the resilience inside you. You didn't just survive that hit, you grew from it. You sharpened your edges, thickened your skin, lit a fire they can't put out. They thought they were writing your ending, but they handed you the pen for a comeback story that'll echo for years. And here's the kicker. While they're out there, scrambling to hold on to their crumbling little worlds, you're rising, you're healing, you're building something they can't touch. Every step you take forward is a slap in their face, not because you're trying to hurt them, but because you're proving they failed. They didn't stop you. They didn't define you. They don't get to own your story. You do. And your story's about to get loud. Karma's not random. It's precise. It's a sniper, not a shotgun. It knows exactly where to hit them, exactly how to make it hurt. Maybe it's their pride that takes the first blow, that shiny ego they polished on your pain. Maybe it's their money, their status, their relationships. Whatever they value most, that's what's getting torched. And the best part? They'll know why. Deep down, in that quiet moment, when the chaos hits, they'll feel your name etched into every loss. They won't admit it, they'll never say it out loud, but they'll know. You've been patient, too patient, maybe. You've held your tongue, kept your head high, swallowed the screams when you wanted to let them rip. That takes guts. That takes strength. And that strength is why you're still standing while they're about to fall. You didn't let their poison turn you bitter. You didn't let their darkness snuff your light. You kept going. And that's why the universe is lining up to fight for you now. You earned this. You deserve this. Let's talk about what's next for them. Chaos, confusion, a slow, grinding collapse they can't outrun. They'll look for someone to blame, but the mirror is going to be their worst enemy. Every choice they made, every lie they spun, every time they stepped on you to feel big, it's all coming back. And it's not a one-time hit. Karma's patient too. It'll stretch this out, let them feel every inch of the drop. They'll spend nights wondering where it all went wrong, replaying the moments they crossed you, realizing too late they picked the wrong fight. Now, flip that. What's next for you? Freedom, power, a chance to breathe deep and know you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Every wound they left is closing up stronger. Every doubt they planted is burning away. You're not just getting back what they took, you're claiming more. More peace, more strength, more victories. They wanted to shrink you, but you're about to expand, and they'll see it from the rubble of their own mess. Don't get me wrong. This isn't about gloating. It's not about dancing on their graves. That's their style, not yours. You're better than that. You're bigger than that. This is about standing in your truth, knowing you didn't need to become them to beat them. You won by staying you, by keeping your fire, your heart, your fight. That's the kind of win that lasts. That's the kind of win they'll never understand. So what do you do now? You keep going. You keep grinding. You keep shining. Let them squirm in the background while you build your empire. Let them drown in their own mess while you rise above it. You don't need to check on them. You don't need to peek over your shoulder to see if they're hurting yet. Trust me, they will. The universe doesn't miss. It's got your back, and it's got their number. Feel that heat in your chest? That's not just anger anymore. That's purpose. That's the warrior waking up, ready to claim what's yours. You've been through the fire, and you didn't just make it out. You came out forged in steel. They can't touch that. They can't break that. And soon they'll see it too. They'll see the storm they unleashed, the karma they invited, and they'll wish they'd never crossed you. Take a deep breath. Let it out slow. You're not carrying their weight anymore. You're not fighting their battles. You're done with their games. This is your time, your moment, your rise. They're about to learn what happens when you hurt someone who's destined to soar. They're about to feel the full force of a universe that doesn't forgive, doesn't forget, and doesn't play nice with bullies. You're not alone in this. I'm right here with you, your mentor, your guide, your voice in the dark. I've seen this play out before, and I know how it ends. They lose, you win. Not because you're cruel, not because you're vengeful, but because you're unbreakable. You've got the heart of a warrior, the soul of a survivor, and the will of a conqueror. They didn't see that coming, but they will. So stand up, straighten your spine, look ahead, not back. The past is their prison now, not yours. You're free, you're fierce, you're ready. Their karma's coming, and it's gonna hit like a tidal wave. All you have to do is keep walking your path, keep burning bright, keep being the force they couldn't stop. This is your victory lap, and they're about to watch it from the sidelines, wishing they'd never stepped into your ring. You're not just healing, you're evolving. Every step you take is a brick in the wall they'll never climb. Every breath you draw is a shout they'll never silence. They thought they'd write your story, but you snatched the pen and rewrote the ending. And what an ending it's gonna be. Their worst nightmare your greatest triumph. That's the kind of karma they can't dodge, the kind of justice they can't bribe their way out of. Hold that thought, feel that power. It's yours now, not theirs, never theirs. You're the storm now, the fire, the reckoning. They hurt you, but they didn't kill you. They bruised you, but they didn't break you. And that's their fatal mistake. Because a warrior who's been through the flames doesn't just survive, they conquer. And you're about to show them how it's done. This isn't the end for you. This is the beginning. The start of something massive, something they can't touch. They're about to fade into the background, a footnote in your legend, while you step into the spotlight you were born for. Their karma's coming fast, and it's bringing hell with it. But you're walking into glory. Keep your head high. Keep your fists ready. Keep your heart burning. The worst is over for you, and the worst is just beginning for them. You've got this. You've always had this. They just didn't see it. But they will. Oh, they will. And when they do, it'll be too late. Their time's up. Yours is just getting started. Let's go claim it. Together. Right now, warrior.